Hi,
Hello.
welcome back to MD Toys and Merch.
And welcome back to another video game showcase video here on MD Toys and Merch. Em and I had so much fun last time talking about our PS3 collection and how that has been growing that we kind of started feeling a little bit nostalgic, and we decided, you know what, let's also showcase our Wii collection. The Nintendo Wii is a console that for Em and I, it's pretty close to our heart, as it was kind of the main console that was on the market when we were kind of going through primary and high school. So we have a lot of fond memories with the games that came out on this console. A lot of series and brands that we really like had video games that came out on this system. And I think we've got a really cool collection to show off to you all today. So let's get started. So while I kind of set up the stacks off screen here, one thing to note with the Wii collection is that it's sort of both myself and Em's collections kind of mashed together. So I will try and pick out where I can the games that were originally mine and the games that were originally Em's. But starting off here, I can tell you for certain that this was definitely one of Em's games. Here we've got Littlest Pet Shop on the Wii. They brought out a lot of video games in the Wii DS era. And yeah, if you've seen the channel, you'll definitely know that Littlest Pet Shop is one of Em's favorites. In fact, yes, I thought so. The game is currently in the Wii because Em plays it every now and again. And I've been playing it a little bit as well. It's actually pretty fun collecting all the pets and doing little mini games in this one. So here we've got the Littlest Pet Shop game. We'll put this one down to the side. Let's do stacks like we did with the PS3 collection video. And here is the other Wii Littlest Pet Shop game. We've got Littlest Pet Shop Friends. Here's the disc, and here is the manual as well. I haven't actually played a lot of this one. Em's only really played with me the first one, but I know she has fond memories with this one as well. I mean, like I said, Littlest Pet Shop is one of Em's favorites, so of course she's going to love the video games as well. So I kind of made the stacks in a way that we get kind of the more obscure or weirder games, I guess, out of the way first. So here we've got something that, this is from my collection, and I don't know why I bought this game, but it's Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince on the Wii. Neither myself or Em are big Harry Potter people, so I don't really know why I have this game. I think maybe I saw an ad when I was like 10 or 11 and wanted it, so I got it probably with some birthday money or something like that. It's still got everything in there, it's still complete. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about it. I don't even remember really playing it, so maybe I just got it because it looked cool. I think what we're going to find, especially with the Wii collection, and if we do other collections in the future like the DS and stuff like that, there's going to be a lot of weird games in there, because I feel like everyone's kind of childhood game collection is a bit strange, because you just kind of buy whatever you think looks cool or whatever you're into at the moment. And I guess at the time, this game or Harry Potter in general must have been very popular, so I ended up picking this one up. Something I would not pick up now, for example. Speaking of what I was just talking about, things that were big at the time, here is Guitar Hero World Tour. Oh my goodness, if you were around when Guitar Hero was at its peak, and Band Hero, all those sorts of games, oh my goodness, you could not get away from these, and the plastic guitars and the drum kits and the microphones. There was DJ Hero, wasn't there? There was all sorts of offshoots, absolutely crazy stuff. This was a huge franchise. But here is Guitar Hero World Tour. I remember this one in particular had the big set. I still have all of the, I think it came with a guitar or two. It had the drum set, had the mic, it had everything. And I remember actually playing this with my family as well. We had, oh, here it has it on the back here. Came with the guitar, the drums, and the mic. Very cool. Yeah, I still think these games hold up, and I know they're having a resurgence. I know a lot of Guitar Hero, Band Hero, DJ Hero stuff is actually quite expensive now. It's a bit coming back into demand, and I think they bought Guitar Hero back in Fortnite, maybe? I'm not too sure, so it's still around, and I know that this is getting a resurgence, so that's pretty cool. Here's another weird one. I don't quite know why I picked this one up. We've got Rabbids Go Home. I think I used to be subscribed when I was younger to the official Nintendo Australia / New Zealand magazine. And when this game came out, they reviewed it, and it actually got like a really good review. So I think when I saw it reviewed so well, I was like, you know what, I'll pick this game up. And it actually is very good. It's nothing like the Raving Rabbit games that they, threw Rayman in as well. This is like a full, 3D platforming adventure game, and it's actually pretty decent. I think a lot of people like me that have actually played this game actually say, yo, this game is actually quite good. And yeah, I would be one of those as well. It's actually quite a fun game. I remember really liking this one when I was younger. But again, very strange game to add to the collection because I never really played Rayman Raving Rabbids or really Rayman in general or any of the Rabbids-based games. So yeah, this was one that I just picked up, I guess, because I saw the good review. And I don't regret it because this game is actually pretty good. Again, another weird one. Lego Batman, the video game. I'm not into Batman at all. I used to really like Legos when I was little. So I guess I just saw a Lego-based game and was like, sure, I'll pick that one up. This is another one that's actually decently fun. I mean, all the Lego games are decently fun. Like, I think you'd be hard pressed to find a Lego game that's outright a bad time. Even the more artsy ones, like there's that Lego Journey one that's more like an experience than a game. I wouldn't say that's an outright bad game. So you can't really go wrong with them. They've all got co-op, so it's always fun to play together with your friends and family. But yeah, I don't really know why I picked this one up. It just must have spoke to me because of the Lego branding on it. But I do remember playing through it all and having a bit of fun. So not a bad pickup overall, I guess. Good job, child me. Now, like I was saying with Rabbids Go Home, this is another one I picked up purely based off the review on the official Nintendo magazine. We've got Tatsunoko versus Capcom, one of the Capcom's crossover fighting games. And when I was 12, 13, there was no way I knew about any of the crossover fighting games. Wow, I can actually feel the weight when I was holding this. I'm gonna try and get this out for you all, but this game has a thick manual. Yeah, let me see if I can show you. Yeah, can you? I don't know if you can really tell, but that manual is hefty. Probably goes through all of the characters and all the combos they can pull off. But anyway, so let me check the disc as well. I've got to do my habit of spinning the disc upward. There we go. But yeah, here we go. Tatsunoko versus Capcom, one of the Capcom crossover fighting games. I've never been a big fighting game guy, even now as more of an adult, and especially when I was younger. This was not something that I would normally buy, but I guess something about it spoke to me. I saw the reviews, I thought it was really cool, so I picked it up, and this is probably one of my favorite fighting games ever. It's really cool. I didn't know anything about the Tatsunoko side of things. I knew the Capcom side of things. I didn't know anything about Tatsunoko. If you don't know, Tatsunoko is kind of a more old school anime studio. They made a lot of iconic animes from the kind of more towards the mid to late 90s. They made a lot of really popular shows. And I think at the time this was kind of a very out of left field collaboration, and it wasn't even really sure if this would leave Japan because Tatsunoko is very Japan centric. Doesn't really have a presence outside of Japan, but they localized it, they released it overseas, and yeah, I'm glad I picked it up because this is really cool. I'm still not a big fighting game guy, but I can really appreciate a good fighting game, and I think I have this game to thank for that. So this is a really cool one. All right, now we've got the iconic Wii Sports. I mean, everyone has this game. What is there left to be said? I will say one thing though, I think in America, you guys got this in kind of like a sleeve, but here in Australia, and I think everywhere with a PAL formatting, we got an actual game case. So I guess that's a cool thing to note. Here is Wii Sports, the iconic bundled in game people played for hours and hours and hours. And for some people, this is the only game they ever really needed. They could play that bowling or tennis for hours, and that's all they needed. And you know what? That's exactly what you need for a packing game. So there we go. And then, of course, with the popularity of Wii Sports Resort was inevitable. So here is the sequel. This one was bundled with that, what was it called? Wii Motion Plus, which I guess enhanced the motion detection of the Wii remote or something like that. I can't really remember. But this one had some more sports in there. I remember playing a lot of those when I was younger and playing this one as well as the original one here. I played this a lot with my family, trying to beat each other and play all the different sports together, see who was the best. Lots of fun. I think Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort are kind of iconic staples of any Wii collection at this point. Speaking of iconic staples, but maybe for a different reason, here is Wii Fit. I'm thinking more Wii Fit is now an iconic staple of any sort of thrift shop or op shop, because normally they have these absolutely lined the game shelf and are never selling because they decide to price these things at about $5 when I think you can probably get them for maybe 50 cents or something like that. Look, for what Wii Fit is, I think it is actually quite good. And I think it's a really cool kind of almost fitness application or companion. It does a really good job of kind of making exercise and losing weight fun. And I think that's what it was trying to do. So I know some people now might make fun of it because of its status as kind of like the game just that kind of sits on shelves and rots, and the same with the balance board as well. But I think for what it is, it's really, really cool. I don't have much to say about Wii Fit Plus since neither Em or I have Wii Fit Plus. But yeah, the original Wii Fit, pretty fun. I have fond memories of playing all the different games, like the header game with the soccer ball and that marble tilting one where you had to tilt on the balance board. It's actually pretty fun. So here's one I have absolutely nothing to say about. It came bundled with my Wii when we got it. It's Big Beach Sports. Even as about 9 to 10-year-old kid, I knew that this game was not good. I think I played it once and never again. This is one of those games that you also find rotting in thrift shops and op shops for about $5, but no one wants to spend that much because it's probably realistically worth about 50 cents. But for what it's worth, it does have everything inside it still, the manual and the disc, probably in very good condition because I barely played it. But there you go, Big Beach Sports. All right, here's another one. So we've got Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, The Crystal Bearers. One of Em and I's favorite games, we're actually playing through it at the moment, is Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles on the GameCube. Maybe one day we could also do a GameCube collection. We got a pretty decent GameCube collection as well. But this is set, I think, in the same universe. So when I think this game probably came out when I was maybe 12, 13. I think I wanted to check it out because I'd always been big on the Crystal Chronicles. I remember this game being very different and I didn't play it for very long. But maybe it's one of those games that maybe I have to come back to and maybe play it with them. We can play it along together. And maybe we'll find something to really enjoy with this one because we've been really enjoying Crystal Chronicles on the GameCube. I know this one is very different. I think it uses the Wii pointer a lot. But yeah, unfortunately, not a lot to say about this game because I didn't really play it too much when I was younger. But yeah, definitely one that I think we will have to revisit. And then the last game we've got here in our first stack is actually the most recent addition to our Wii collection, and that's Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz. I think we found this one at an op shop for about $5, which is actually a pretty decent price. I think that's around its going price actually, because our Banana Blitz has a HD remake as well that you can buy on the more modern systems. But this is the original one. It uses the Wii's motion controls quite a lot. And I think that was a big selling point for this game, and as well as the fact like it had like a ridiculous amount of mini games or something like that. But me and Em love Monkey Ball. It's one of our favorites. It's just one of those really fun games. We love the monkeys. The monkeys are super cute. We love I, Mimi, Gon Gon, and Baby in this household. And yeah, it's just a super fun game. It gets super duper hard towards the end, but you can't go wrong with a bit of Monkey Ball and all of those mini games as well. All right, so that's the end of the first stack. I'm going to move this one out of the way a little bit, and we'll move the other stack down. All right, right off the bat here, we've got something that I think is really cool. I don't know how valuable this one is, but we've got the Super Mario All-Stars 25th Anniversary Edition game. This came in this nice, like, red box. They made this game look like really premium. I remember even, I mean, it's not in immaculate condition, but you can kind of see I've taken really, really good care of this game because even as a kid, it felt premium. It felt like something I was like, okay, wow, this feels really expensive, really special. I should take really good care of it. And I think I have. I mean, it's not in immaculate condition, but I've seen some of these on eBay that are absolutely destroyed. What I'll do is I'll actually open this up because this is sort of like a box set. As you can see here, it's got two things inside. We'll place it down. I think from memory, the first one I'm grabbing out here. Yeah, this is the like kind of Mario history DVD. It comes with this booklet that has, I think, a lot of illustrations and interviews with a lot of the developers and people on the initial team when they were creating Mario. And this is like a Soundtrack Selects CD. I think it just has some iconic music and also sound effects that you could listen to on a CD player. I just also realized as I was closing that, it actually has a warning down here. I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but it says, important, cannot be played on a Wii console. Please use a CD player. On the back here as well, it has, I guess, all the more mainline Mario games that had released up until this point. The most recent one was Mario Galaxy 2 at that point. Spoiler alert, I think that's also in our collection. So I'll put that one to the side. And then the other thing in here is, of course, Super Mario All-Stars itself. Honestly, even as a child, this part of the collection was a bit underwhelming because it is quite literally the Super Mario All-Star Super Nintendo game on a Wii disc. So I don't really know why they didn't do anything more with this. It could have easily been the Super Mario All-Stars version that has Mario World on it as well. Or they could have added some extra like bonuses, like a little museum or something like that. I recall Kirby did something similar on the Wii, in fact, for one of the his anniversaries, which had a few of the older games and like a whole museum section. So I feel like they could have done a bit more with this, but at the time I still thought that this was really cool, and it still is kind of a really cool, like, it feels very premium. I don't know what it is about it, it just feels very premium. I'm not quite sure what this goes for now. I don't know if this is a desirable collector's piece or anything like that. I bought this when it came out for normal retail price, so I'm not sure if that's held value or lost value, but either way, I still think that this is a really cool part of our collection. Okay, next up we have got our first of the new play control games. We've got Pikmin 2 here. This is the only Pikmin game that Em and I have played, and it's actually really fun. We really enjoy this game, but Pikmin as a whole, I think, is a series that we've got to get more into, because I do think we will really enjoy it, because we really like Pikmin 2. But yeah, this is the first of those new play control games. I think these have reversible cover art. I think there's a different cover art on the back. I must have flipped it at some point. These were ports of GameCube games that would come out, and they would have new control schemes that suited the Wii remote and the nunchuck. And also, I guess, a pretty cool way of people to experience GameCube games on the Wii, because, you know, the GameCube didn't do too well, but the Wii went crazy. It was super duper popular. So it was a smart way to kind of push those GameCube games that were really, really good, but unfortunately were tied to the GameCube, so didn't sell too well, onto the bigger Wii consumer base. But Pikmin 2 is great. We love Pikmin 2. We need to play more. We tried the demo for Pikmin 4 on the Switch, and we were really enjoying that, but we never got around to buying and playing it fully. So yeah, really great game. Not much else to really say about that. Okay, we're getting to one of my favorites, Super Paper Mario. Oh my goodness, I love Super Paper Mario. I went through a phase where I was playing this game like once a year, all throughout high school and stuff. I just boot it in and do a full playthrough. I just love this game. I'm getting so excited that I nearly knocked over a stack of Wii games over here. This is the third Paper Mario game, and it goes away from the more traditional turn-based RPG battles to be more of a platformer with RPG elements. Like, it's a platformer with a leveling up system and character swapping and using your partners and your pixels and everything like that to solve puzzles and combat scenarios. I think it's really cool because I love platformers, I love RPGs, you mash them together. Perfect for me. I know a lot of people prefer the more traditional turn-based battle mechanics of, you know, the Thousand Year Door and the original Paper Mario, but I love Super Paper Mario. It's legitimately probably one of my favorite games ever. I just love it. I just love it. It's so much fun. I remember as a kid, I even used to like 100% the game multiple times, getting all the catch cards with the enemies and all the different, you know, important characters on there. Such a fun game. I'll be honest with you guys, I think I'm actually due for a replay of Super Paper Mario, because seeing it here and talking about it has made me remember how much fun I have with this game. Here is another new play control game. We've got Mario Power Tennis. This one turned the more traditional GameCube controls of the original into more of like a Wii Tennis kind of thing. You can see them advertising it here on the back, how you can kind of use the gestures and the motion to play tennis. This one was really cool. I remember I played this one a lot with friends and even just on my own against the computer. I remember it had a lot of unlockable characters, and the Mario Tennis games are really cool because they have you unlock, you know, the star versions of characters. So you really can go crazy and like play heaps and heaps and unlock so much stuff. And I actually really like how this disc is kind of modeled after a tennis ball. That's a really nice touch. But yeah, again, like I said, these new play control games were a really smart way to get people to play GameCube games on their Wii, because yeah, GameCube didn't do too well, but the Wii was massive. So it was a smart idea to bring these over. Really cool game. I think I mentioned this in the PS3 video, but here is Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing again. And like I was saying, like I mentioned in the PS3 video, I really like this game. And I think I own this game on 3 platforms now. So this is the Wii version, the one I got first. And then I got an Xbox 360 for Christmas from my parents when I was about 13. And this game came bundled with it. And then in our PS3 collection, I bought it again so I could get the trophies. So yeah, this is one of my favorites, as you can probably tell. I think I sung its praises a lot in the PS3 collection video, so I won't repeat myself too much. If you want to know more about what I think, by all means, please go check out that video. I think this version in particular, you know, supported motion controls. I think it even came with its own kind of custom designed Wii wheel, so that's pretty cool as well. And I think there's a certain charm to this version of the game as well, since it's not on the HD consoles. It's a bit more low quality and the models are a bit less higher fidelity, if that makes sense. So there's a certain charm to playing the Wii version. Of course, you can play as your Mii in this version as well, and you can't on the other versions. So that's cool. All right, yet another new play control game. We've got Donkey Kong Jungle Beat here. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat was probably the most sort of ambitious of the new play control games. As you probably know, the original Donkey Kong Jungle Beat on the GameCube used the GameCube bongo controllers to control DK. And like it says on the back here, they've changed it to be using shaking the Wiimote and the nunchuck. So I remember playing through this game and actually really enjoying it. This game is really cool, and I think a lot of people kind of dismiss it as being in that weird era of Donkey Kong where Nintendo didn't really know what to do with him. And I can see that. I mean, you kind of look at the front here. Who are these guys at the back? Like, what's going on? But this game is really cool. I really think you should give it a try. And I actually think this version is the definitive version. I think there's more content in this version, the GameCube version. I could be wrong there, but I don't think any other new play control game added new content, and I don't know why. I remember specifically that I think this game has added content in it compared to the GameCube version. So yeah, this is a really cool game. I really recommend you try it out, either the Wii or the GameCube version. It's really cool. All right, I think now we're getting to the Mario games. So here is Mario Strikers Charged Football. This is the sequel to, I think, just Mario Strikers on the GameCube. I must have bought this pre-owned. It's still got the pre-owned sticker on it. Yeah, this is a really cool game. Such a cool art style to it all. I mean, just even on the front here with the way that Mario is drawn here, it's just got such distinct, cool, like edgy style. I don't know. It's really fun. I know a lot of people got really into this game. Like, oh yeah, I definitely got it pre-owned. It's even still got the sticker on the disc. I should take that off after this video. Yeah, but I know a lot of people got really into this game and played it heaps and heaps. I think even now with the server shut down, there's fan servers that run for this game and people are still playing it heaps. So yeah, this is a really cool game. I remember really liking it when I was younger. When I was younger, I was really into football. So yeah, this was right up my alley. Super cool. We're definitely into the Mario game section. Here is New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I remember being super duper excited for this game when it was coming out when I was about 12, 13. Bought it on the day it came out and I just blasted through it. I think I even would force my parents and like my friends to play it with me so we could play co-op and I could see, you know, Luigi, Blue Toad and Yellow Toad all working together, because that was the major selling point for this game. It's on the bottom here, up to 4 players, simultaneous co-op. I still think this game is really cool. I know retrospectively a lot of people have come back to the new Super Mario Bros. Series and gone, it's not really that great, you know, but I still think this game is really cool. It's a very, I guess, sterile Mario game is, I guess, the way to say it. It's very like by the books Mario, but you really can't go wrong with that. And I still think this game is really cool. But yeah, it's just super fun. 2D Mario fun. You really can't go wrong with it. Oh, we've got this one. Me and my whole family were looking forward to this game coming out. My whole family is super into Donkey Kong Country specifically. The Super Nintendo games, me and my family used to play them for hours and hours. And when we saw that this game was coming out, Donkey Kong Country was returning. Donkey Kong Country Returns. We were so excited for this game. We got it day one and we blasted through it. Such an amazing game. we love it. I don't know if I can really put into any other words. Tropical Freeze is, in my opinion, better than this game. Tropical Freeze is amazing, but Returns is so good as well. We absolutely just love the Donkey Kong Country series in this household. We absolutely love it. Great game. Was just so awesome at the time to see Donkey Kong and Diddy back in a new 2D platforming adventure. Awesome game. If you haven't tried it out, there is a remake that came out, I think, early this year on the Switch as well. And I've been hearing that is a great way to experience the game as well. And there's also another remake on 3DS as well, isn't there? So this game has came out 3 times, but this is the original version, the one that I have played, and yeah, super fun. Oh, we've got a heavy hitter here. Probably... depending on the day you ask me, my favorite game ever is Super Mario Galaxy. I love this game. I don't really know what else to say. I feel like this was one of those games that kind of made me realize how kind of epic games can be and how they can almost sort of be art in a way. There's a certain magic to Mario Galaxy that is almost indescribable, and unless you play it yourself, I don't think you can really understand how I'm trying to say it, because I can't really explain it. But this game's amazing. Like I was saying with Super Paper Mario, I went through a phase when I was a teenager that every year I'd pop this game in and play through it and get all the stars, do it all again with Luigi in that Luigi mode you unlock. Just such a great game. Like, I can't sing its praises enough. If you haven't played Mario Galaxy, and you know, you're even remotely interested in 3D platformers or Mario games, you've got to give it a try. I think this game is a masterpiece, honestly. One of my favorite games ever. And I don't think I was the only one that thought that, because this is one of the only 3D Mario games that got a direct sequel with Super Mario Galaxy 2. I think this game is amazing as well. I still think that there's something about Galaxy 1 that it's better to me. I can't put my finger on it, but that's not to say that Galaxy 2 isn't amazing as well. And I completely understand if you say that Galaxy 2 is better than Galaxy 1. I think I hold Galaxy 1's atmosphere and the kind of design and the art direction of it all in a bit higher regard than 2. But if you're more someone that appreciates more the gimmicks and the level design itself and like the level to level gameplay, I think 2 beats Galaxy 1 in that regards. But they're both amazing games. One thing I wanted to note about Galaxy 2, I think in PAL territories, I don't think it's just here in Australia, but do let us know in the comments, Super Mario Galaxy 2 came with a DVD that you put in a DVD player because the Wii can't read DVDs, that teaches you how to play. So that's the DVD there. It must have come out in other territories as well, because I can see it's got different languages printed on the front there. And this is actually the Super Mario Galaxy 2 game. I remember putting this into the DVD because I was going, what is this? What's this DVD that's come with my video game? And it's literally just like a voiced over, almost like a documentary of how to play. Here is how you move Mario. Very strange. I don't really know what they were going with there. I was going to say maybe it was a way to like replace the instruction manual, but the instruction manual is right here. I don't know. Must have just been something they were trying out at the time. You know how Nintendo is. But yeah, amazing game. Super Mario Galaxy 1, I didn't mention, did re-release in that very weird like Super Mario 3D All-Stars collection that was available for a limited time on the Switch or something like that. Very strange. Galaxy 2 wasn't included though. So only way to play this one is physically, or if you happen to download it, I think on the Wii U when that had its eShop still open, I think they re-released it there. Next up, we've got, okay, we're in the Mario and Sonic stage at the moment now. We've got Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games. I remember when the first one of these was announced, and it was surreal, very surreal to see Mario and Sonic together and just kind of hanging. Like they were just chilling out. They were just vibing, playing some Olympic games. As a big fan of both Mario and Sonic, especially as a kid, it kind of blew my mind to see them together. But yeah, this is the Olympic Winter Games, kind of more of the same from the first one. I don't think it hits quite as hard as the first one. The first one is very nostalgic and close to my heart, but this one, I think I had a decent time. I think they added some more characters here, a bit more variety here as well. I remember the dream events. Always the dream events are the highlights of these games when they really go wacky with the licensing and like the Mario and Sonic universes and don't have just kind of bog standard Olympic events. But yeah, pretty cool. I think this whole series went on for quite a while, but I think it's kind of stopped now. I don't think it's really a thing anymore, but really cool. And of course, here is the original that we were just talking about. I'll double check. Yes, it still has everything. I tend to keep all of my stuff in a very good condition. I never throw out anything, never get rid of the instruction manual. I never really damage the discs or anything like that. So it would surprise me if we found one without everything in there. But this is the original one. It's actually got a picture there of the dream events I was talking about. But yeah, super cool. I remember playing this one for hours and hours and hours. I'd play this one with my friends. I forced my family to play it with me. I just loved it. I mean, come on, man. It's Mario and Sonic to like an 11, 12-year-old. This is unheard of. They're together. They're chilling. They're doing Olympics together. Like, what? Mind-blowing. Yeah, super cool. This is one that just has a lot of nostalgia for me. So, super cool. All right, we're getting to the bottom here, and we've got a heavy hitter. We've got a Super Smash Bros. Brawl. This was my first Super Smash Bros. Game because I didn't have a GameCube when I was younger growing up. I had a PS2, so I didn't play Melee. So Brawl was my first introduction to the series. And I mean, what an introduction, because all you know on the channel, I love Sonic. This was Sonic's debut. That was a big deal when Sonic was added to Brawl. Also Snake as well, but I was too young to know who Snake was. I never played any of his games. But yeah, when Sonic was announced here, absolutely mind-blowing. Here's the disc and the instruction manual, of course. I know some people, they look back on Brawl and go, this is probably not one of the best Smash Bros. I still think this one is really great. The amount of content in here, I love the story mode as, kind of cheesy and one note, and kind of, the actual gameplay itself isn't too engaging. The Subspace Emissary is just really cool, seeing all these characters interact. It's just super cool. But yeah, first introduction to the Super Smash Bros. Series. I think everyone's first Super Smash Bros. Game will always hold a special place in their heart. So this is it for me. And now finally, we've got our last game, and honestly, what a game to end it on. We've got Mario Kart Wii here. I love Mario Kart, still love Mario Kart. Mario Kart World just came out on the Switch too. Absolutely amazing. Em and I are having such a blast. We've been playing Knockout Tour online like non-stop all weekend. So yeah, Mario Kart, I mean, what is there to say? Wii is a fan favorite. People absolutely love Wii. They swear by Wii. In fact, this is like their Mario Kart. They don't really play any other Mario Karts. It's Mario Kart Wii. Introduced the bikes, introduced the wheelie in, introduced Funky Kong. I know that's a fan favorite. Introduced Funky Kong into the Mario Kart universe. Very cool. Play as your Mii. Oh yeah, it also had the Wii wheels. I think that this must have come with the Wii wheel bundle, because it says here not for individual sale, so it must have been in the bundle. But yeah, absolutely amazing game. I love the characters, love the tracks here. I used to play heaps of online on this game as well, trying to get my VR as high as I could get it. But yeah, amazing game. I mean, there's not really much else to say about it. It's Mario Kart. If you have a Wii and you don't have Mario Kart Wii, you got to do yourself a favor and pick it up. What an awesome game. And there you go, everyone. That is our Wii collection. I've put them into two little stacks here. I'll try and kind of show you the depths of the stack here. Here is stack one, and I'll move that one to the side. And here is stack number two. But yeah, we've got quite a sizable collection. And of course, like we've mentioned in the PS3 video, we're always out and about at the thrifts and the op shops. So whenever we see something that we like Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz, like I mentioned, we'll always pick it up and add it to our collection. We hope you've enjoyed this showcase. We've been really enjoying doing these sort of video game collection showcases, and that's why we did another one so quickly after the PS3 one. If you haven't checked out that PS3 collection video, it was last week's video, please go check it out. If you enjoyed this one, you'll love the PS3 one as well. There's some really cool games in there as well, and some really cool stories about how we found some of those games. Let us know in the comments how big your Wii collection is and some of your favorite Wii games. We'd love to hear from you guys, and maybe you got some hidden gems or some games that we should add to our collection that we should pick up in the future. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and we will see you again next week with a brand new video. Bye.